be talking to you about is actually answering a question from one of the members of my incredible collective. So this member, she's just figured out what she wants to do. She's just figured out how she wants to make an impact on the world, the person who she wants to help, and how she wants to go and make an impact out there. And now she's like, okay, how do I actually make money off of it? So I popped into the group, as I always do, and I answered her question in there. But I realized that she's probably not the only person with this question. So I wanted to go live and talk about it with you as well. Actually, kind of like a little bit on a sad note, one of my personal one-on-one clients, she was talking to somebody who their money situation was so bad. It was a discovery call because she's a coach. Her money situation was so bad that she was depressed and honestly suicidal. Even though she had kids and a family, she was in a really bad place because of her money situation. And so what I really want to share with you is that literally there are opportunities for money everywhere. When you get into the right vibration, you get to the right mindset, you can literally attract incredible money-making opportunities everywhere you look, right? A big part of it is increasing your value, and literally just in this last week, actually, for me, I've had almost $10,000 worth of random opportunities that are outside of the regular scope of my business come into my life that, you know, really came from the universe. Like literally just things that I was manifesting, things that I was thinking about that I wanted, literally just zoomed into my life because I was focusing on being in that high vibration of money and attracting something incredible into my life. So I want to share that with you guys today, and I want to share with you how to take what you're passionate about and actually start to make money online. So I'm just seeing the Zen Fit says she hasn't figured out how to get started, but she's part of Yes Supply and she loves my training. So thank you so much. I really appreciate that. I love when people say that they love the collective and they love all of the trainings. So the first thing that you want to do, if you want to start your own business, but you don't really know where to start, you don't really know how to start making money online, a great thing to do is really think about where can you add value in the world? Where can you help people? What do you have as a natural skill or a talent, something that you can naturally do in your life to add value to other people's lives? Because really the most successful business owners, what they're doing is solving people's problems for them. And I'm a huge proponent of this too. If you're really good at something, like you're just awesome at it, and I'm not that great at it, I would much rather hire you to do it and know that you can do a really, really good job than me try and do it and struggle. That's why I hire someone to come clean my apartment, because my cleaners come in, they take maybe 3 or 4 hours, and my apartment looks literally brand new. Like my apartment looks amazing, but if I were to try and do the exact same thing and the exact same quality of work, it would probably take me 2 days and it probably wouldn't look half as good. Same with techie issues. I used to try and fix all my own techie issues on my website, and you know, a lot of stuff I could do, and recently I realized, why would I want to do all these things? It's so much easier for me to just find someone who's naturally way more techie than me for the CSS and the HTML stuff and just pay them to do it. And there's so many ways in your life that you are really good at something. You can naturally provide value. Maybe you're really, really organized, or maybe you're really, really good at health tips, right? You're really, really good at staying accountable and staying on top of your health, right? Or maybe you're really motivated and positive and you can spread that positivity. Or maybe you're really good at design and you can make beautiful websites. I don't know what that is for you. What you have to do is take a step away from everything, you know, get off all the social media, get off looking at what everyone else is doing, and really take some time for yourself and ask yourself, you know, what am I naturally good at? What do I like to do? When I think about my dream day, when I think about the type of business that I'd want to run or the way that I would want to make money, what does that kind of day or life look like for me? So for some of you, that might mean going out and networking and meeting people and connecting connecting people. And I have friends who literally their businesses and the way that they make their income is from networking. They either run networking events, they connect people and make money from referrals. There's so many different ways once you think about what your natural born skills are and you get creative with it. By the way, guys, thank you so much for the hearts. I see some hearts coming through, so thank you so much for the hearts. I really appreciate that. And if you know anyone who needs to hear this message, you know someone who is sick of their job or they want to start something new, they want to create their yes, hit the share button, share this with someone who needs to hear it, and please follow so that you can hear more of this. So anyway, the first thing that you want to do is really think about, what do I like to do? What's my dream day? You know, what are the things that I'm naturally good at and the things that I'm naturally skilled at? And start with that and get really, really creative. So when you know what it is, be like, okay, so how can I provide a product or service and really package this up, right? So once you figure out what you're naturally good at, then you want to think about, okay, is this going to be a product or is this going to be a service, right? So for example, if you are techie, let's just say, you could either maybe make people's websites for them or fix people's websites, or what you can do is, if you love teaching or you love training, you could actually just create an online course helping people go step by step how to do it on their own. And for me, making websites is something that came very, very naturally to me. And when I first started coaching, I would actually coach my clients through how to get their website set up and how to start driving traffic. But eventually, as I moved into more mindset work, and I much prefer doing mindset work, I actually took all the information that I knew about building a website and I put that into the Yes Supply Collective. And so now people can go through the Yes Supply Collective and take the training that I did on how to build a website, and they can make a website on their own, and it doesn't actually take up any of my time. So that's a great way to start making money, by thinking about, what are you naturally good at, what comes easy to you, what can you do to help people or solve a problem, and then package that up in a way that helps other people. Maybe you're good at social media, for example. So if you love being on social media, you like helping people with that, you like growing accounts, you're really good at growing your own account, then maybe you could be a social media strategist, right? You could set up a website or set up some sort of online platform. There's even this tool called about.me where you don't even have to build an actual website. It's just kind of a really nice, simple template where you can put your name and your information, your contact information and what you do, and you can just put that out there, and you could say, hey, you can hire me to grow and work on your social media. You pick the package that you want to sell to people, you pick the price, make sure that you value yourself. I see way too many people undercharging or working for free, and that is no way to build a business. You worked really hard to learn the skills that you're good at, and so you should not be working for free. Maybe at the very beginning, helping like 1 or 2 people just to get a testimonial for like 1 or 2 sessions, but please do not do like months and months of work for free. I see way too many people doing that, and it's a lose-lose situation, because obviously you get exhausted, you get tired because you're doing all this work for free, and then the person on the receiving end, they actually don't value it as well because they haven't paid for it, they haven't invested in it, right? So when you're offering a service, you want to make sure that you're getting paid for it. It's a really, really important thing to think about. So you could be a strategist, you could be a social media manager, or, you know, really just doing the work for people. So maybe if you are naturally organized or you're great at project management, you could be a virtual assistant and you can help other people who are running their businesses, right? Those are great ways to start making money online by providing a service, and you actually learn so much as you're doing it, and you can then go back and turn that into a different product or a different service. So a lot of the things that I've learned along the way as I've grown my business, I've been able to package that up and turn it into an online course or add the content into my membership site or my daily email subscription, right? So those are some ideas for you. One of the first products that I launched, or actually the very first product that I launched, was actually a social media calendar. So for me, social media came really naturally for me. At first, I grew my following pretty quickly, and so a lot of people were asking me, how did you do it? And a big part of it was just organizing my social media and staying on top of hashtags, and so I created a social media calendar. It was a digital product, so what it meant was I put in all the work at the beginning to organize everything and put it all together and put it up for sale, but then once I had it up for sale, I was able to make money from it over and over and over and over again. And I actually talk about that in a course that we have in the collective, all about creating passive income products, okay? So there's coaching, there's offering a service like being a virtual assistant or a social media manager, or maybe helping somebody with their marketing or helping them with behind the scenes stuff. If you love events and networking, you could be an event planner. You could even just connect people and make a commission off of those connections that you make. There's really so many different ways to do it. Another way that you could start to take your passion, take your natural skills, take the things that you love to do in order to help people is think about maybe writing a book or writing an ebook. So if you have maybe overcome something in your life, you used to struggle with something, you were overwhelmed, and now you've come out on the other side, you've learned something, and you really, really want to share and help other people with it. A great thing to do is to write a book or write an ebook. And the really cool thing is you no longer have to go through a publishing company to get your book out into the world. If you just have like a mini ebook, you can easily set it up and sell it on your website, and you could get the whole thing set up in a couple of days after you've written your book, of course. And what you can also do is, I don't know if you guys noticed this, but Amazon is taking over the world. Like, Amazon is absolutely crazy how much people shop on Amazon. And even myself, I notice that I don't go out as much to buy stuff. I'll literally just go on Amazon and just buy whatever I need to buy from Amazon, and it's just like a super, super simple and super easy. So Amazon is a great place to sell products. So if you've ever wanted to share a tip, you know, something that you've overcome, an obstacle that you've overcome, and you want to share it in a book, create that book, and you can sell it as a Kindle book on Amazon, which means that you don't even need to print it out. If you do want to have it printed out, there's this tool called CreateSpace that actually, once you submit it into CreateSpace, what it will do is every time somebody orders your book, CreateSpace will print it out, so you don't have to worry about ordering 500 books and then being like, oh my God, is anyone going to buy it? They just print it out for you one by one as you get the orders in. So you can do an ebook or a regular book and sell it on Amazon, or you can just sell it on your website or use the Shopify store. Another way to build a business and start making money online from your passion is by thinking about creating a brand and selling physical products. So I actually was talking about to a friend about this a couple weeks ago, because she really wants to help inspire people who are going through mental health issues, and she wanted to create a brand about it. She didn't necessarily want to be a coach, she didn't necessarily want to write an ebook, but she wanted to create a movement to raise awareness around mental health. And she felt like creating a brand would be the right thing for her. So creating t-shirts, mugs, tote bags, all with the graphic and all with the reminders to take care of your mental health. And that can be a great way to get yourself out there, and also to give your audience something that they can actually hold in their hands. So there are so many tools online that you can use to, first off, design the graphics that you want to go on your books or your t-shirts or your mugs or whatever that is. And then it's very similar to the ebook company that I just told you about. You submit your designs to companies that do drop shipping. So you can look up the word drop shipping. And what they'll do is every time someone makes an order, you don't have to actually have the physical product and ship it out and go to the mailbox. Believe me, I did that with my social media calendars when I first launched them, and it was so much work, and I did not want to do that again after that. So what you can do is, instead of having to print something out and go to the mailbox and ship it out every time someone orders, if you have a drop shipping company, when somebody orders your t-shirts or your mugs or your tote bags or whatever that is, the fulfillment company just takes care of it for you. You don't have to worry about printing stuff out on your own. So there are so many different ways to make money online. There are so many different ways to make money from your passion and the things that you're naturally good at, so that you can share your message, share your mission with the world, and get paid to be you and get paid to do what you love. Another great way that you could also make money from doing what you love is speaking, public speaking. So if you're someone who naturally can get up in front of a crowd and share your message and communicate in a good way, first off, trying to get better by going to something like Toastmasters and getting weekly training with public speaking and getting used to getting in front of people. And then you can also look for a speaker's agency who will help you get speaking gigs, so you don't have to worry about looking for those speaking gigs on your own. But there's so many different ways to make money from your passion. I'm seeing the hearts come through, so thank you so much for the hearts, guys. If you know anyone who needs to hear this message, please hit the share button. I really think that there's somebody out there who wants to start a business, is sick of not making enough money, they want to grow their income and they don't know how, and just hearing these ideas might spark a little bit of inspiration. So I really appreciate the shares. But there are so many different ways that you can do it. If you're someone who's wondering how to take your passion and turn it into a business, we have a whole entire course on it in the collective, so we'd love to join you in the collective. There's hundreds of really amazing, ambitious girl bosses in there who are figuring out what their yes is and learning how to turn their passion into a business. So I'd love to meet you in there. And if you have any questions, I don't think I saw any questions come through. So Therese said you have a gift, girl. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Thanks so much for everyone who joined. Perfect. So if you have any questions, you can leave them in the comments. Thank you so much for joining me today. Hopefully we will see you in the collective. And I also have a free workbook for you if you're somebody who wants to take your passion and turn it into a business, but you still haven't really figured out what your purpose and your passion is. So it's called the Master Your Yes Workbook, and you can find it at yessupply.co/yesworkbook. So go grab that, download it, work through it, and there's going to be some incredible tips in there to help you figure out what your passion, your purpose, and your yes is in life. So great hanging out with you guys, and I will see you soon. Bye.